Happy Wednesday, all you goblins and ghouls, and welcome back to another amazing episode of Musicians Hangout with your host, Crash Fistbite, the Booty Pop Moopsie, and Maxine Maxwell of the Maxwells.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Musicians Hangout. All right, Wednesday night, baby. What's up, Crash?
What's up? Happy Wednesday, everyone.
So good to see you. I missed your face.
Oh, I miss your face too. Look this way.
Look this way. Look that way. It's backwards land here for us. All right, so we have got some amazing guests on tonight. I have been waiting years to have these two join us.
Right?
Musicians Hangout. Oh my goodness, they are legendary in our.
Oh man, they're kicking the pants to freaking play with too. I tell you what.
Love those ladies, love them. So I will go over our mission statement, and then I'm going to introduce to you our guests for tonight. All right, our mission statement here on Musicians Hangout is to be part of a revolution to create friendships with other artists and build a community network to save music. Oh yeah, we're going to welcome Klondike Cape Band to our show.
Ring.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Thanks for joining
us. I couldn't hear you.
Welcome.
How are you doing? Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. So looking forward to having you on our show. And chat, if you're active, you can start asking our band some questions. But my first question is, how did you guys get started in your band when you start out?
Yes.
Okay, let me answer that one. I started this band in 2000. It's 23 now, right? 2009. I've been playing drums on and off and bass and guitar a little bit since I was a teenager. And so I wanted to be on stage and I wanted to play drums live, and I've always been supporting it since I was a teenager, the Community World Theater and being a part of the Tacoma music scene. And so I started this band, and me and my friends spent 8 months in my backyard shed, and we came up with a set, and we went to, I believe it's Hell's Kitchen was our first show.
Oh, nice.
And then we just kept playing ever since.
That's awesome. And you still have a backyard shed, don't you?
Yes, we do. We've tried over the years to pay for space, but that old band shed
is hard.
It's our place now. It's we've had over the years we've had cops come, and we became a disturbance to the public for a while, and but now
street cred.
But basically, to answer your question, was that we've been playing together for about 10 years. She was a band before I joined for about a year and a half or something like that. I don't know the exact dates, but which she had other musicians playing with her. There, she had a roommate that was one of my old friends growing up in Tacoma, and he introduced me to her because she was looking for a bass player, and I just got divorced, I guess we could call it, and then so I needed something else in my life, and so I was like, well, I'll give it a try. So and we just kind of clicked right away, and we just been, we've gone through some guitar players, but it's always still been me and her at the end of the day, and I had written some music, before, because I was not the singer, and at first, we had another person singing, and so when he left the band, then I just decided to go home and learn how to sing and play, and so I did that in like a week somehow, miracle, and just kind of took my songs to the band, and we just became a two-piece for a while because we were ready to keep going. So we didn't let that be a setback of him quitting the band or whatever. And so we've just been working hard ever since, we've actually were recorded recently, a song. I don't know if you guys have it on there or not, but and Tony Reed, my friend Jeremy Didi, and then Tony Reed, he mastered it or whatever, and it sounds really wonderful. But so we're just getting ready to go out for the summer and do some gigs and stuff. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Excellent. Well, thanks for
You
sharing.
guys
your
are
journey.
absolutely so much fun to play shows with. Just so lots of energy.
Well, and our chat room's blowing up over you guys.
Yeah.
Hooray! One of my fave regional acts. Been following forever.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Brenda and I have been together for about 10 years, and it's like a relationship with your significant other. And so her and I have gone through all of it, but the adventures we've had on the road and playing, oh my gosh, amazing adventures.
I can
always
only
prepared.
imagine. I can only imagine because it's an
I'm the
adventure
prepared one.
just playing a show with you ladies. I couldn't imagine going on the road with you guys. See, this is shit I'm talking about. This is shit I'm talking about. Adventure.
I'm sitting in the window at work, so I'm like with the mannequins and stuff.
My golden doodle here is she's so we've been doing this. If you have seen us, it's our performance. I think that drives our band. When we're on stage, we give it all.
Yeah.
And it's chaos and beauty and raw.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've heard fabulous things about you guys. I haven't gotten to see you live yet, but I will. And I've been following you forever because when I met Crash, she told me about y'all, like right away. And then I listened to her on another podcast. She mentioned you guys, and I was like, I gotta check these ladies out, man. They sound, you are.
I'm a big fan of Klondike. Big fan.
Yeah, aren't you in one of our vampire movies too?
Yes, well.
Yes. Which I love. I love the vampire movies. Awesome. You guys have gone on a lot of adventures together, though. You're really fun to follow. You've done so much.
Oh, yes. We've been up and down the I-5 corridor and the Nevada circuit, and we've played with some decent bands over the years. We just never give up. Our biggest issue is definitely keeping guitarists. And
like eat them all.
In the music video, she does. But a lot of it is, and I probably don't even know if I should open this up, but there's a lot of sexism still in this.
Oh, yeah, you are more than welcome.
Music scene. And
there is. I'm telling you, there is. Yep.
There is.
Uh-huh.
We've experienced a lot of that. Like many guitarists, like who doesn't want to be sandwiched between Brenda and Kate Roxwell? But
Right?
that's the wrong reason to join our band.
Oh,
For your mind, not for for your guitar playing. So that's what we're at.
Gotcha. That's rough.
I think that, to give you my 2 cents about another reason is, about the guitar players is that the music's already written for our album, and a lot of people that come in, they're going to have to learn the album before we start writing any more music. You know what I mean? So sometimes people just don't. It's just a difference of creating music with somebody than learning somebody else's music. You know what I mean? And then you can, so I don't know. I think that's with any band, though, not just ours. You know what I mean? But you either want to,
you either
want to create it or,
it's just common courtesy. I feel like,
Yeah. Well, it's like if you're joining somebody else's band, you got to learn their music to play live, and then you can start creating music together. Yeah. But it seems like I don't know. I think that sometimes, some of the people that we played with have joined the band maybe for the wrong reasons, maybe perhaps think it's going to be a little bit more funner than what it really is. If you get my drift on there. But but it's work. It's totally work, and like we are fun. We are fun, but we're serious, and so like it's been hard. Tony, you probably know this. Sometimes it's hard for people to take women serious in this business or whatever, but we still stay strong, and we prove them wrong, every time, that we're strong enough to play with the boys too.
Right.
Yes. We're watch us. It's magic. Like, none of it's scripted, but Brenda gives it all. So it's like I give it all, and whoever's on guitar is awesome. When they're on,
they can do. The cool thing about the guitar, though, is they can do whatever the hell they want, as long as they check in with the rhythm every once in a while. So we definitely don't need another rhythm player, because I have a splitter that I could be my own rhythm, or have another rhythm on the other side of the stage that sounds different, because that's how we were playing in a two-piece. Was I'd have on each side of the stage an amp, and then the splitter, to where I plug both the amps into that, and then I plug my guitar in, and then it splits on both sides of the stage, so it's full sounding, and I can get two different sounds, so it kind of sounds like a different, like it could be a guitar and a bass or whatnot. And so that's how we were getting by with that. And being a two-piece, we had to like do extra fills and extra this to sing louder, sing more, to fill up not really having any lead guitar. But so it's possible to be hard. It's possible to be a hardcore an 80s freaking punk rock band that for a two-piece, or for two girls or whatever. It's possible.
Power duos are a thing. I'm in a power duo, and I love it. My husband and I are the band, and it's just so much easier that way to write. To like all the the money we make, that very little money we make, goes into one household, and it's just like easy to schedule. Like, scheduling's pretty sweet with one household.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say, some of the best. Well, you look at some of the greatest, like starting, like, I don't know, Sonny and Cher, Captain and Janelle, they're all married, and like Fleetwood Mac, and it's like they have all that time to sit there and whenever, you know what I mean? And like, and plus I think being a couple, you could probably, write some good music,
Yeah, we're on that level, because we are, connected.
Yeah. Good for you.
Too. So that sometimes can add to the edge of it too, because in any relationship you have sometimes those times where you're
your ups and downs.
So that adds to the writing. Actually, it does. So
it
makes it fun too.
All right.
Power duos on. So he says power duos right on. And we've got Moscow in the house. She says, hi, Crash Magazine. Hi, Klondike Kate. Nice to meet you. Oh, that's Matthew. Sorry, Mosco's back here. Hi, Matthew.
Hi, Matthew.
Hi, Matthew.
Hi. Hi, Kate, Brenda, Maxine. So fabulous to see you here on MH. It's fabulous to be here tonight.
Right on.
Yep.
Well, we can't wait to hear your stories. We want to hear, stories that you have from tour, and also how did you start your personal journeys as musicians?
Okay.
Okay. You want me to go? Oh.
No, okay, so the Tacoma music scene started in the 80s, and in Tacoma, down in a little place right before it was a place called Community World Theater, and then there was 56th Street House, and then other places. But I was about 14 when I heard about it. AMQA, Flash, they had this band, they were in my school, and they took us down there every week, and eventually I started working at this place and booking bands as they would come through. And then a band, AMQA had the drummer my friend had a crush on the drummer. I wanted to play drums ever since I was young. So I was about 15 and he taught me how to play drums in his attic. It was very cramped up there. And he would teach me how to play drums. And then after that, I just on and off played drums throughout the years until we got this band and we made it legit. And then since then, we're just growing and learning how to play and learning how to play with others and learning how to perform. Both of us are performers, though, so being on stage is our pleasure, I think.
Hell yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I started in the 4th grade playing flute. My mom was in a band. She was in a rock and roll cover band in the 70s. And she went on tour up into Canada and stuff like that, met one of my dads, and then they got married and within 2 weeks. That's another time for another story. But I started about 4th grade playing the flute, and I got up on stage and was singing with her and stuff. And so then I started taking saxophone, and then because clarinet, saxophone, and flute are all woodwinds, they all have the same placement. And I could read sheet music, stuff like that. So then I got into choir, then when I got into high school, I actually took guitar and choir. And so then I noticed that, because I love the idea of the guitar, and I had like Eddie Van Halen wallpapering, I think, when I was like in the 6th grade. Anyways, so he inspired me to actually want to play guitar, but I found that I liked the bass. The bass was the best. It's the backbone of the band. It's the boom, boom, and I love that. The heaviness of it and stuff. And, I love it. And so so I've been in bands ever since I was 23. After high school, I didn't do much, with music too much, but so I started back up when I was 24, and I've been in bands ever since then. So,
hey, Brent, did you ever graduate from high school? I never did that. In all these years.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, congratulations.
Yes. Anyways, what does that have to do with anything?
I was wondering. Okay, I can say it. I dropped out.
Because you're a teacher?
Well, yeah.
No, I am too. But my husband dropped out and got his GED.
That's what I did. So. And then I went back to college, and college was fucking way cooler.
Yeah.
No, I did.
No, you can say fucking.
No, students
I went through till the 12th grade, and then I got forced to move up here from Portland, Oregon, and I didn't like the high school I was going to, so I went to community college and got my GED. But I really liked my high school, and I was kind of forced to move up here from my dad, and so yeah. But so that's it was really easy to pass the GED, is all I know.
I got the GED, but I went on and got like 5 other degrees.
Oh yeah. You have a doctorate? Are you working on your doctorate?
I am a few credits away from a PhD.
Nice.
But I have 2 masters, almost a master. I said a couple credits from archaeology, teaching. I have a master in teaching, and then I have a bachelor in archaeology or anthropology, an associate to communication. So you can continue on if you drop out.
Yeah,
be bad.
You can.
Dude, that is awesome. I didn't know you had so many masters. That's badass.
She's an incredible woman. I mean, one of the reasons why we've been friends, I try and put this in the most, sincere, lovable way possible, but she's kind of a strange girl, you know what I mean? And I love that about her, because she's different than any other girls that I meet. She's a scientist. She makes her own, geckos and dinosaurs or whatever. I don't know. And she's got a little mini bird farm. She's got a mini bird farm, and we farm together at her house. I've done her land or her garden before, and we do it together as much as she can because she's busy. And so there's things that we do hang out, and I just like her because she's so interesting, and like, and then she might think of that same thing of me, or she might think I'm an ass. No, I'm just joking. No, but I help her as much as possible because she's got a lot going on,
Wow,
She's
good for you to have.
my soul partner now. I think after 10 years, you could say that, right? Like, we haven't had long-term relationships. Well, maybe she did.
She's your hetero partner, like Jane, Silent Bob.
We're kind of like the Golden Girls when they were young. The young Golden Girls.
Yes, I love that. Aww. Leland says, love those girls.
Yeah.
Brenda is a badass. Brenda's a badass. And Kate is amazing. She's reading
I
books.
forgot to say that. I'm also a published author. I've written 2 children's books.
Yes.
One book on genetics in the late 1990s when the human genome was taken off. I researched it and found the equivalent in small animals, genes. And then I got an all-expense paid trip to London, England to speak at a genetics conference, which was really fucking cool. Wow. And I just did that. I was bored. Those years are boring years.
That is
those are not boring years. Like,
fucking awesome.
So
Don has some questions for you when you guys are ready.
I'm really into this genome sequencing thing, though.
Yeah, that's badass.
Yeah, I love that. I love genetics and working with them. So I've always had some kind of scientific experiment going on in the house.
Sweet.
Always.
Oh my god. You and I should totally hang out because that's fucking awesome.
Totally.
Yes.
Yeah. So I had, while she was doing all that, I was having 3 kids and working for DSHS as an independent provider for 15 years and raising kids and also, so me and my ex-husband were in a band together as well during that time, but it sucked because it's like they wrote, I had to write lyrics from afar because I'd have to watch the babies while he was down there with the drummer and stuff down in the jam shed, down. So I'm like clear across the way writing lyrics to their stuff. And so anyway, somehow, I was just like, this is enough for me. So that's when I went and joined her band. And yeah,
that's awesome.
Oh, our Vamp documentary. Oh my god, we gotta tell you about. Okay, so one of my other passions was video.
Yes, he wants to know more about that.
And doing. Brenda loves to act, and we both love to perform. So in a different lifetime, we'd be actresses. And so I was making all of the music videos, and one day a man came around. We won't mention his name, and he said, "I'm going to make you stars." I don't know if every chick gets that in music or whatever, but he was kind of a phony. No, let me say this. He wanted more than just us to act.
Oh, I remember you guys posted about this, but left names out. Right? You put something out there. Yeah.
I said to myself, okay, why get a film director? I'll just be the film director. So I learned how to be filming, and I wrote a movie, and I ad-libbed it. Yeah. And I edited it, and we put it out there. And
there's no script or anything. It's just we just improv or whatever it is. I think I'm a natural vampire though, and so it was kind of easy for me, even though it was corny as hell. But
I thought it was awesome.
You were in it.
I was in one of them.
You were in it.
Was in one of them.
And so,
and Giselle, she got eaten in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, who is it that we ate in the
bathroom? That's right. I remember
Giselle. You ate Giselle in the bathroom.
Yeah.
It was me and Jeffrey out in the
Jeff.
Yeah, out in the
and Jeff, we sucked your blood out.
Outside the Daddy Swag bar.
In the alley.
In the Daddy Swag bar. Yeah. Wasn't it?
Yeah,
yes.
It was at the Mercury, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was at the Mercury. That's right.
That's awesome.
I film most of our shows anyway to put into music videos, and I have all these crazy ideas. of new films. And we did a few more episodes, but then the pandemic struck, and then
Yeah.
we couldn't finish them. And so I'm not sure if I'll use all that footage, or if we'll just start fresh again. Brenda wants to get back into acting for more.
Oh, you should totally bring the vampire thing back.
Yes.
It really
I think
is.
you know. I think that it's cool that we actually make videos killing the bands, because the bands get to get on there, and so you know what I mean. And so it promotes the bands
It
too.
promotes the bands, even though you're killing them. You're
Right.
promoting.
Exactly.
We're trying to promote. This film made it into a film festival all the way in
Wasteland.
Wasteland, which was in the Mojave Desert, which I go to Wasteland weekend like every year for the last 5 or 6 years. And the pandemic. I brought Brenda once.
I want to go.
Story.
So
That's
bad.
cool. It's a crazy story. But
Yeah.
so yeah,
That's
it was
crazy.
a film festival there, and all the people got to see our vampire show. So that was cool.
Oh,
That's
fuck yeah,
awesome.
that's cool. I loved it. It's so and like I
Oh.
love that you didn't script it either. You just did that naturally. I love shit like that. Okay,
You.
We had a loose script on it, but we had
We didn't.
how did I do that? How it should go?
I
yes,
don't
yes,
remember any script.
definitely.
Except for, we had I had 829 vampires by the end of the first script. So yeah.
Yes.
And
The more
Christine
the
Nyland,
merrier.
she was one of our guitarists. She played the guitar
Yes,
that Brenda ate. That's on YouTube.
That's
We have
great.
YouTube.
I remember that. I watched it on YouTube.
Yes.
You guys gotta check it out on YouTube. Seriously.
Go to we can post that again on our Klondike.
Yeah, please do. Yes, do it.
YouTube. We'll get that posted again, and some links to some of the other videos we did. We did another one where a guy was locking us into a car and taking us on a drive, and Brenda and I.
He was our Uber driver that kidnapped us, or was trying to kidnap us. And at the end, Kate, I was gouging his eyeballs out, and Kate somehow unlocked the door, and then I threw my bass in the window at him. At the end of the video, and so that was that was Escape, our song Escape. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, and then we dedicated another one to Ukraine. No, we have a lot of fun with and making T-shirts and hand painting our own patches and making stickers. I mean, we like interacting with people who come to see us. It's like a show. One time we brought a bunch of mannequins and dressed them all up in mini skirts. We've had people doing light shows and all kinds of stuff around our band. Whatever we can think of, we try to make a performance out of it.
Hell yeah.
That's really cool.
I know you guys are a lot of fun.
What are you drinking?
When Moscow mentions that you are local legends. You ladies are super awesome. Even though you two are legends, you are so nice and kind to a newbie like me. Thank you for supporting local venues. Nothing but respect. I love Klondike Kate so fucking much.
Right on. Thank you so much.
We totally support everybody in music, no matter all of us started somewhere, and all of us are still learning. We're all in different areas. We go forward, we go back. We support everybody. So we'll play.
Yeah.
I love that.
We don't
And as everybody should support each other. I mean,
Yes.
why
I know, right?
support each other? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, right?
Right.
That's what our mission
Unless they're
statement
just
is
like
about.
jerks, then
Yeah.
then I
Well, I
probably.
mean, I don't think it's just not the same, like playing to, like if I was sitting here playing to you guys, it's not the same as like being, in person and seeing a show still, you know what I mean? We got to keep that alive. We got to keep that alive for sure. And to support them, because not everybody wants to, stream or whatever, and like, I love playing live just for the interaction, and it's like, you guys all look beautiful, but you're so small, I can't even barely see you. I feel your vibe. Yeah, it's like I feel the vibe, but it'd be nice to see you in person. But
Absolutely.
Sorry about my cousin.
O'Neillan says He wants to be in a vampire movie.
We need more people in our vampire movie.
Shout out to having issues.
Yeah, I hear.
Yes. That's awesome.
They're
Oh, yeah,
always
hell
having
yeah.
issues.
Okay.
So when's your next show? When are you guys playing next?
Yeah.
Okay. I wrote it down. And by the way, ready? Don't look at this. This is our CD baby check from selling CDs. I made a whole
Oh, nice.
24 bucks on this one.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, we can't play any music. We can't play any of
How
your
come I
music.
don't get any money?
You play. No, when we set up our albums on CD Baby, which digitizes all of our music, Brenda's not getting her $24 royalty checks.
I move around too much.
Somebody's getting her. But anyway, going back what I wrote, we are doing a show. We got hit up by so we've had different record people, I guess, date us over the years. Not date, but like kind of like follow us. And we've not done any, we don't want to sell our rights to our records. So we keep the rights. Because we want to do whatever the hell we want to do with our records. So,
yep, makes sense.
We have Pig Records, who has been, I guess, courting us forever, and we court Pig Records, and we're on their list of promoting. They promote us. And so Pig Records has asked us to do a show on July 14 in Everett at the Black Lab Gallery. And this show...
I love that place.
Really good.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it. I dig it.
And that's with Dirty Old Buzzard as a headliner. And that is a benefit for African schools.
Oh,
Nice.
Yes.
I love that.
Okay, and then, now
Oh
then we go July 29th back to Tacoma at the Plaid Pig. Now people see us there. Come see us because we're not going to be around forever. And we'll give you the best show you have ever seen. We promise. We never hold back. But that show is July 29th, Saturday, July 29th, Plaid Pig. And that is with the Robbers, Ruse, Life, Rips, Elegance, and us. And so that's a party for like a birthday party Plaid Pig show. But it's going to be a great show, and we're going to give it our all there. That's Saturday, July 29th. We have the next one. Brenda has one we might be doing at the Chuck in July. And then
21st, yeah.
One in September 1st with some unknown bands in Aberdeen. So we get all of that will be on our Klondike Facebook page.
And when you're actually looking up our band on either YouTube or Facebook, you put Klondike Kate and then put band afterwards, so you don't have to like look through all of the Klondike Kate stuff that there is about Klondike Kate, or and then it does the same thing with Facebook too. I think it goes just something Klondike on the Facebooks too. So if you put band afterwards, it'll be a lot quicker to look up. I don't know how or why that's like that, but so put band afterwards.
Klondike Kate is like Calamity Jane. It's we got the name from a woman during the last Klondike Gold Rush, 1898 there was a
89?
Was it 1898? And there was a gold rush in the Yukon Klondike area in Alaska. And there was a woman who gave up everything at that time, and women hadn't even had to vote at that time. She gave up everything, and she went there to be a vaudeville actress. And she became, instead of an actress up there in the Klondike, in this pop-up boomtown where they had the last people's gold rush, she became a dancer. She charged $1 a dance. Okay? And she earned $30,000, which was like a ton of money at that time. But
it's a ton of money now.
Right?
Yeah,
Right? Like, ladies, I see you all here. Just like many ladies, she fell in love with a bartender, and his name was Alex Pantages. And the bartender said, "Give me your 30 grand, and I will open up a string of theaters for you that you can be a vaudeville actress in the States." She gave him all her money. The This is before women could have a bank account, and they weren't married.
So the Pantages Theater in Tacoma, the Pantages Theater is one of them that he closed on her, took her money and opened up a theater anyways, but wouldn't let her dance there for some reason because he just wanted all of it for himself. So fuck you, Alex. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
So that's why we wrote bastard. No.
And, so anyways, she comes back down to be in his theaters, Klondike does, and he says, I don't know who you are. What? And he gives her $9 and tells her to leave.
What? I didn't even know he gave her $9.
There's money for the bus. Bye, Felicia.
Oh my god.
So,
Wow.
we named our band after her. She's
Oh, I
Whoa,
love that.
hell yeah.
You're honoring her. She deserves it. That's fucked up. I didn't know that about Klondike. Like,
Yeah.
I recognize the name as a historical figure, but I never really dug into it. That's super interesting.
Yeah, she supported a bunch of miners that were working their way up through the Midwest, towards Alaska, and she made soup kitchens along the way, and like helped everybody survive, Yeah, so she's a pretty cool chick,
She's good. That's super cool.
At the end, she ended up marrying a miner who had always followed her and was like in love with her since then. And she died somewhere on the other side of the mountains of Washington State. Klondike did. She got a little bit famous. She did some talk show stuff about her life up there, but never the fame she really wanted. And for me, that kind of like encapsulates women today in both. We were just talking about this at the beginning, in music and in life. I mean, I'm a history teacher, by the way.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
I could go on this, but women are still getting their footing. And we've only been, the vote for 100 years, a couple of years ago, and they're still taking rights away from us. And we still
Yes.
our bodies.
They're literally trying to take abortion rights away from us.
Like, what's
Take
that?
so many other rights away from us.
Yeah. So that
This is going to create a bunch of emergency room visits. So either way, they get their money.
Yeah, so I think we just got to keep going, ladies, and keep doing what we do. And Brenda and I, some have said, will be like, oh, there's women screeching on stage. Well, fuck yeah, we're
Yeah.
Yeah, don't hide that. We are in your face.
in your face.
And if you're lucky, Kate will wear a bathing suit.
You're the one who wore that little
Right?
bit.
Yeah.
The dog Barton.
Oh yes, gotta have the dog. Yes, complete the ensemble.
We embrace what we look like. We embrace our bodies on stage. Just fucking here it is. This is real life, baby.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Dude, hell yeah. Women should love their bodies and not be ashamed of their bodies.
Love them. Yeah, love yourself. Love what you do. Love your scream. Love your anger. Love your passion. Love it all.
Yes.
I love that message. Thank you. We have some questions from the chat. So Matthew wants to know, do you have your merch on your website?
Yes, we have an Etsy site that's been going on forever. We don't promote it much. We're very, very bad at promoting our merch and ourselves. Would you say that, Brenda? Are we bad at it? You're really bad at promoting.
Crash has some of your merch on right now. It's badass. Badass. I love it.
We have Klondike Kate shirts.
Okay, so I learned how to screen print and myself one summer. And so we screen these, but I don't know if we will again, but we have them at our shows. We have stickers, we have the patches. There is some. I'll put that link on the Facebook again.
Perfect. Push that merch.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, somebody posted it in the chat, guys. Go ahead and click on it. Dawn's got it up there.
Cool. So
there you go.
Yes, that is sweet. Thank you for doing that.
Right.
This was
that's the history link of Kate Roxwell and
that's
Kate.
right. Sorry, I got ahead of myself there. So that's a different link, but
that's dumb.
Yeah, that's a Wikipedia about Kate.
We'll get that up there for you too. All right,
Right
so
on.
John had a question a little while back. He wanted us to go back to, I'll find it. Here it is. So many things to ask. What's your favorite place to play? From Lucky Liquor to the Dime. Or
To
Lucky
where?
Dime.
Britta, you start that one. Where's your favorite place to play? We played everywhere.
He was just mentioning some.
I love festivals myself. I love all the places we've played. There's always something cool about, all of them, and the people and stuff. But I love the festivals that we play the best, and that's in the summer, But every place we play is pretty cool. They're just the adventure of even getting there and playing with the other bands, meeting the other bands. And so, however, Plod Pig feels at home. It feels like home, of course. So, but everywhere we enjoy everywhere we play pretty much, I'd say.
So
I mean,
I'm far from the Plaid Pigs. That's kind of my home. We've supported many
Nice.
bands there on weekdays. I love the Pig because it reminds me of that first job I had working at Community World Theater. I love Lucky Liquor. I do. We played there a few times, and man, that's a cool place. I mean, it really
I really like the Lucky Liquor. I just played there not too long ago.
great vibe. We
Yeah.
love the Chuck is like the ultimate punk rock orgasm. I didn't say that.
Yes, for sure. That's another. That also feels like home to me too.
Going out, Kate.
Yeah, no, the Chuck.
Sorry that my 14-year-old students are listening.
The Chuck is one of the best places to play, no matter where. Is the Chuck? It's pretty badass.
Where is the Chuck?
Yeah, where
It's
is
the
that?
Charleston Theater in Bremerton, Washington.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. They have a marquee up front or on top.
Yes, no, and it's all ages, isn't it?
Yep, it is.
I
Yep,
think
it is.
Valley is still happening. We like the Valley. We like
Oh, I love the
New
Valley.
Frontier. We like O'Malley's. We started out doing O'Malley's. And
O'Malley.
doing, we started out doing a lot at O'Malley's. These are Tacoma places.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like festivals. We really do. We've done a lot of off-grid generator party punk rock festivals. We like playing down in Portland with MDC as much as we possibly can. Oh, and Tony V's. Shout out to Tony V's.
Tony
Kind to us every time we go out there. I think we love to perform. We performed in a what is that wine? Remember that wine place? We got a bottle of wine as our payment?
Yeah, in Tacoma on 6th Avenue. I forgot the name of it, but it's on 6th Avenue in Tacoma. That was pretty cool.
Parties are cool. We just want to play for you guys and show you what we can do. It may not be perfect, but it's going to be
It's perfect.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a fun time no matter
We're
what.
going to have a fun time, no matter what. Promise.
I've never had a not fun time.
There was one time that it was my birthday and we played in Bremerton at
Minette?
the Minette. And
Yeah.
okay, I didn't know what I was going to do. I was going to do something crazy and I don't even know. I turned around at the end of the set and I kicked her cymbal. And for some reason, it didn't have the nut on it, and it went flying over her head like that. And I was like, "Holy shit, man!" Like, whoa! Like I was kind of almost scared for it because it was like, boom, and like smashed into the wall behind her. So I'm like, I acted like I played it off. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna like play this one off, and so I go and I'm unplugging my stuff, and I feel this wetness just come over my head, just like she took a beer and just poured it over my whole head, On stage, this is happening. So I'm like, oh, my beer's in front of me. So I grabbed my beer and I spun around and I poured it over her head. So we're holding on to each other on stage, spinning around.
So
We fall on top of each other and
like wrestling on the
right.
And then I let Brenda meet me up because it was your birthday. I didn't. You got to win that one because it was your birthday.
That's so funny. No,
After I smashed your cymbal.
Yeah, right. After I almost beheaded you,
Hated you.
Another time we were playing in Puyallup, we got into another like a wet. We were fight on the ground.
You mean fight?
Remember that guy was dating me, and he broke up with me right after that because he said we were disgraceful.
He said we were gross because had beer and we were like rolling around in the slam pit and like, yeah. So some guys can't handle that. I was like, well, don't play with the big girls then. The
whole time he was trying to make me jealous. He gets on this phone call and he's like, hey, how you doing? There's nobody on the other end. Brenda and I are cracking the fuck up because he's trying to make me jealous. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm available. And her and I are just laughing and fucking laughing because we were disgraceful. And I was like, fine, whatever. We had another dude who wanted
True colors.
I'm starting to talk here. Okay, so another story. We're trying to get a guitarist, and this guy comes forward and he says to us, I'll be your guitarist. And we're like, cool, man, you're a good guitarist. He's in another big band. And he's like,
this is fucking hilarious.
You two need to be my sex slaves every time we go on tour. And we're
What
like,
the fuck?
He'd buy us lingerie with his wife's credit card.
So Brenda and I play tag team really well. So I play off her and she plays off me. And so we're asking him these questions that are the most bizarre questions ever. And he's like, he's being very honest about it. And so we're asking him very intimate questions. And at one point he pops up his phone, comes up and he's like, so this is what it's like. And he's passing his phone around. Brenda's like, I don't know Kate, can you, what do you think? This is this guy's intimate part because he's trying to get us to do this thing, but we're just creating. It
was a strange, and there was contracts involved too, somehow. And I'm like, what the hell?
Everybody except
I don't even know. I was beside myself with the whole thing. I was just like, is he for real? I mean, dude, you're cute, but not that cute. And what the heck? Jesus Christ.
Dude, I just want to play guitar. It's some weird thing right now.
Fuck. That's weird ass shit.
No, dude. We have had it. If you can think of a sexist situation, being pinned against walls, being slapped.
We've been in many men's fantasies.
Grabbed. We've had it all. We've had band guitars.
I sent a music video theme here.
We've had people. We went to shows. People walk by us slowly, and they'll be like, "I did those girls," and we're like, "We're in California. We've never seen you in our lives," and they're like, "Yeah, I don't know. What the hell are you talking about? I don't even know what you look like. Who are you?" So there's a lot of. We've been told nice plane for girls. And
oh my god, I hate that so fucking much.
You know what's funny is one of our close friends actually came up the first time that he saw us, and he's like, oh, now I understand what you guys are about. You just get up there and make noise and look cute. And I was like, yeah, pretty much, and I mean, it's if that's how you want to look at it. Yes, we do. We do it. Yes, we do. We make a lot of noise and we look cute. Isn't that sweet? No, but he's he's a good friend of ours, but it's kind of funny. It's so some people, they're going to be like, it doesn't matter to me though, because whether sarcasm or whatever it is, we work through it no matter what. And it doesn't faze me anyways, but so we still work hard no matter how much, because you put yourself out there like that, there's going to be criticism. There's going to be people that love you, that hate you, that don't understand you, that, so I mean, the first couple of songs of our shows, usually everybody's just staring at us what?
Yeah.
Where? Oh,
what's going on right
and then
now?
I get into it. They're just kind of tripped out.
Yeah.
We
you have camaraderie, as you were saying, it doesn't bother you. Well, you also have a teammate that you have support from, and other women in this industry that support each other as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. And that's why we keep going, is because, I mean, I don't know. I don't get.
It's pretty good for girls too.
It's I've got a pretty hard shell, and so I can take criticism. As a matter of fact, I love constructive criticism. From somebody that I try to play with people that are better than me. For the most part, because that's how you learn. That's how and so.
Oh, we've
So it's
heard
good to
it,
play.
but we'll take it, and we'll still go, and we'll still play with anybody. And if you're a guitarist, play with us.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, we just tried out a kid who is 19 years old, and he was
We got my hands already here.
but I come with
He was probably one of the better ones.
best guitarist we played with.
Seriously, that's so funny. Yeah, I found him in my thrift store. He was like playing. He was playing. We have like amps and guitars laying around. So he was playing, and I was like, "Who's that playing?" So I walk around the corner, and it's this young kid, and I'm like, "What the heck?" I'm like, "Hey, did you ever think about playing in a band, little boy?" No. So
I got
yeah,
some
but
candy for you.
I don't know if we scared him or not. I'm not sure really what happened, but it might have been
Get
it
into
might have
my-
been the commute. It might have been the commute, or his parents said no. I'm not sure.
It might have been the van outside with no windows.
Perhaps.
Free candies.
Okay. So
Look,
anyway,
Jesus.
I want to give a shout out to our current guitarist, Brian,
Brian.
and he is absolutely amazing. Like he's a tone freak, an audiophile, and every single time he plays with us, he hits it perfectly. And I think he's
a perfectionist.
He gets everything serious and good about this band. He makes it happen. So I do want to say that we are right now working with the guitarist Brian Pavilski from Florida, and I don't know how long he's gonna play with us, but we're very lucky to have him.
Nice.
So
I cannot wait to hear this lineup.
Yeah, he's badass. He's really good, and I can appreciate everything he goes with this, flows with us really well, and so I'm happy with Brian. He's a cool dude.
That's
and
cool. Well,
he's a
shout out to
good
Brian.
person.
That's great.
Yeah.
Another awesome team.
Sometimes she'll be playing.
All right,
with us.
Dawn. There's some more questions for you guys, so
Wow, take a-
I'll bring them up. Dawn wants to know, y'all have any plans to gig east? You did Richmond, or he corrected that later, a year ago. Ever think about hitting Spokane? It's closest to where he lives.
Yeah, Wenatchee is like one of the places, isn't that like over by there, I think? But yes, we do. It's just that and if we're gonna maybe even try and make it over there this summer, because she's she's a teacher, and so during the winter and school years, it's hard for us to break away for so long, unless it's a winter break or something like that. So we do most of our like 4 little short mini tours, throughout the summer and stuff, because I still work and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so we would love to.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, Maxine, she works until summers, and she gets summers off because she is also a school teacher.
Yeah, I
Oh,
teach.
really?
I'm an art teacher, so
Yeah, I have
Right on.
all the
Cool.
time, though.
it's fun. It's super fun.
Nice.
Yeah, we get out
Yeah.
on the 23rd. When do you guys get out, Kate?
26. A lot of snow days. Ice days, whatever this year.
Oh, that's right. You guys had snow days. We didn't. We went. Oh, so yeah,
Oh, man.
23rd.
So 26 makes our summer small this year.
Oh, it does. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I know we need the summers, right? In order to
Yeah, we do. It's been really rough. Like COVID was rough, but like post-COVID has been super rough in the schools, man. Like,
Wait, June 26th?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. We've seen it for a while. And right now the kids, because we've had this unusually hot, like right now it's swollen.
Yeah, it is hot.
I've been sweating since 10 a.m. No joke.
Yeah, it's like 90 degrees, and we're in the, if you're not from around here, the Pacific Northwest, this is supposed to be 70 degrees. We're supposed to rain.
Yeah.
And what's happening right now is this heat wave since May. We've had it, and the kids are done. They do
are.
not want to be there. They're sweating in these old schools without much AC.
Yep.
They're tired. They're talking back to us. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it.
See, and that's exactly what Maxine has been telling me the past
Yeah.
week or so. She's like, man, these kids, they're just being ornery. They're just on one
Maybe they're
lately. I don't know
fucking-
what the hell's going on with these thick guys. Like, they're just done and they're over with.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
needed
it's like-
exorcism.
There's not so much rules anymore, you know?
Well,
Yep,
our
that's
hands
the
are
rules.
tied in education nowadays. Very,
Yeah.
very much tied. We also have a very huge lack of teachers, so that's putting a lot of stress on
Yes.
us right now.
Yes, and see,
Yep, yep.
that has been the number one thing that I've been hearing is there's no teachers. There's no pay, there's no teachers, so teachers are just like, fuck you, I'm gonna go be a truck driver.
There's so many jobs everywhere. Like since after COVID, it's flooded with jobs everywhere. I don't know where all these people went or out there that were saving
trying to figure that out
I'm like,
too. I'm like, did they die of COVID? Are these
no, I think that they saved up some money and like when I'm retiring early, you know, it's like who knows?
Yeah, I don't know, but it was crazy.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of support for us. We aren't paid well. I wouldn't say I'm not paid well. I make more than I ever had in other careers, but other states
People working
definitely
harder.
a lot of money, and there's been over 500,000 teachers walk away from teaching nationwide in the past year. Like, that's insane. And it's like poor work conditions, not having fun, and also, you know, like not making enough money to have a sustainable income in our economy.
And I think it's maybe because online schooling.
What did you say?
Maybe the reason why teachers are quitting is because of online schooling. Like, there aren't kids coming to school. They do the online schooling now since.
I like that they have that option of online
Yeah, me
school. That is an amazing option. I think it's more because I get
My kids hate that.
I get paid for 7.5 hours, and teaching for me is a 10-hour job a day.
Yeah.
For 180 days. I call it my 180-day tour duty. And the summers we're not getting paid. We're unemployed.
Yeah, yeah, I know that.
So
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
Well, my best friend just happens to be a teacher, so.
Yes.
And so we sign that contract, so we can't get any kind of because we sign a contract, they give us a contract, and at the end we can't have unemployment or anything over the summer to make up that difference. And so if I'm working 10 hours a day and I'm getting paid for 7.5 hours, I'm donating many, many hours into being a teacher. And although they say, you know, teachers love doing that, there's a point where they push you too far. And I have 130 14-year-old students. And I'm in charge of everything. And nowadays, with the fact that teachers don't have the ability to discipline a class because of fear of lawsuit, these kids tell you off often.
They get physical with you. Like, I haven't had that happen, but in our district, there has been assaults on teachers. So, what the fuck?
See, and I feel like that is like,
Mm-hmm. So,
Not okay.
teachers are heading out. It's not, I mean, you can get the same kind of pay for a job where you're not working extra and you're not stressed out of your gourd. I mean, some days you go to school.
Well, isn't it like in the last couple years that the principal's like, you know, you need to take on as much responsibility with these kids as possible. Don't be just sending them to my, to my office or whatever.
Yeah.
Wow.
15
Yeah.
years
And so you got to kind of like control your own kids. And sometimes that, you know, when there's nowhere to send them, I'm sure that they just act out because they know,
they
because
can't.
I mean, you have to be, you can't like, you know, you have to be some kind of a PC with your kid, you know, you can't just be like, you know, but it was nice when you could send them to the office and like, they were, you know, they had, you know, there was rules and stuff but now it seems like they just push it. They push the envelope, you know,
The kids,
and
they
there's
know
no
that
support
they
for the
get
teacher. There's no support for the teacher.
right. And so yeah, absolutely. That's it. And the state of Washington and people who've never been in a classroom are making these laws about what happens in a classroom. And the thing is they're saying you can't have a student let more than 5 or 10 minutes out of your classroom missing that kind of work. And so they force us to take kids who are incredibly unruly. I mean, pushing desks over, telling other kids off, making sounds, goofing off, running around, and we have to keep them in the classroom while we have increasing amounts of kids in the classroom. So 30 kids in the classroom, and I'm teaching history, and a bunch of them are goofing off. The other 20 some aren't hearing anything except watching.
They're not getting their experience.
And so it's very frustrating for a teacher. And I can see how if you don't have, I think every teacher is a superhero, because you need to have the tolerance of a superhero to handle these children. Some of them parents can't handle, and they want to send them to school because they can't handle them. And we're doing any of them.
Yeah. There's a lot of great parents.
No, you guys are superheroes. Like,
yeah, there's a handful.
I have customers that get pissy about I don't have the right kind of suit that they want for the day.
Yeah, exactly. Those kind of kids, right?
Yeah, it's like I have to deal with that, and I just couldn't imagine.
So I'll recommend a raise.
Could
you recommend a raise for me?
Ganging up on you at the same time, and you just, and it's the same fuckers every day. Yeah, no.
A lot of people can't take it, and so they're leaving the workforce. And I believe there should be an educational revolution. That's my belief.
Agreed. Yes.
We need. I mean, this whole system was set up during the Industrial Revolution, in the early 1800s. That's not sustainable now. I mean, we're not.
It's not. It's really not.
I agree.
So,
and I hope that there is some sort of a revolution, because I want to stand with the people that
needs to be.
They want change.
And you know what? Parents need to be more supportive of their teacher advocates.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. We are not parents; we're teachers, and we're not.
I know, but I'm a parent. But parents need to be more supportive of their teachers who advocate for them and their students and for education.
Yeah.
And be okay about disciplining. Yes, our hands are tied because we can get lawsuit.
Yes, discipline your fucking kids.
You said it.
That's your fucking job.
My job is not to raise them. My job is to teach history. So, love your teachers.
That's it.
It's not their job to discipline your kids.
Thank you.
That's your job.
You got to do that shit.
That's right.
Yep, absolutely. And it's a hard situation in America with the capitalist system. Both parents.
Ground your kids and hug your teachers.
Oh, and we do like we do like chocolate.
Right?
Coffee.
Coffee, fuzzy warm things.
No razor blade.
Thank you. I'll tell you what, when I went to work elementary, and at the end, when you work elementary school, you end up with all these little presents at the end of the school year. You come home, it's so lovely. And then you teach, I've moved up the last 8 years into middle school. Ready to rip up my room on the last day of school and get out. And there's nothing.
So get me the hell out of here.
Right?
If you have a child in middle school, don't forget us. We like the little thank you cards,
Yes.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh, I can only imagine. That's like a really horrible time in life in middle school.
Thank goodness they have you, Kate. I know it's hard.
Yes, like, oh my God, yeah, those kids don't even know who they are at that point.
They don't.
Like,
they need people like us there that are cool, that are in rock bands, that work rebels. Like I'm a rebel, like cool, like
patient.
Yeah.
Do you know one of the reasons I'm a teacher is when I was young, I was struggling. I was in foster care and I was in the system, and there was a psychologist back when I was a kid, and the psychologist said, he said, I know you. He said, if you want to, he said, I know that you're trying to fuck the system, you punk rocker. But he said, I'll tell you what, if you want to change the system, you need to be a part of the system. You need to be inside that system, and then you'll change the system. And so his words have resonated with me, and one student at a time, I am bringing them up, and I am letting them know about history, and I'm letting them know how important it is to be there, to be visible, to protest, to learn, to vote, to be a part of what's happening, because so many human rights are being taken away from people all the time. And there's lobbyists whose whole job is to take our rights away and give them to corporations. We have to get together. The power is in the people. The Constitution is written for us to be powerful. Okay?
Yes.
We have to get together
Well
and do
said.
it. And
That's
ignore.
why it's called our Bill of Rights.
So it's there. The Constitution is flexible. We could make it ours, but we have to take it. And that's
Absolutely.
what I preach in my
That's
class.
great. Good message, Kate. Thank you for spreading
Yes.
that to our youth, because they need to hear it and they need to know how real the world is right now, because
Yes.
whatever is online is trying
The
to
world
shadow.
is changing, and the world is changing fast.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah. They're being shadowed away from that, from different algorithms and different online platforms.
AI is going to change everything that we think.
Oh,
is
yeah.
It's going to be able to create.
AI already has. Like, how many people have an Alexa or depend upon Siri?
And so these kids and us, we need to be able to navigate what is real on the internet and what is not real. And
Yes.
so much pictures are now coming up and people are believing they're real. Don't believe
Yeah.
it on the internet. Articles are going to be written by AI. They are. People are answering messages with
Adam
AI.
says,
Yeah.
Kate for Prez.
Yes. Dude, I would
Next
totally
endeavor.
vote for you. I would totally vote for you.
I vote for
Like, yep. She's for women's rights. Yep. She's a drummer. Yep. She's fucking awesome. Yep.
And you guys are fucking awesome. So fucking awesome. It's been a pleasure to have you guys.
I had so
Thank
much
you so
fun
much.
having you guys on the show tonight.
We're having
It was
a blast.
cool.
Right on.
We are
Gotta have you on again.
yeah, because we're just about
Right
out
on.
of time, and we want you to plug where our followers can follow you. Where can our people find you?
Brenda, you look good holding your phone out there.
You look gorgeous.
Okay, so I'd say like YouTube and Facebook, and like as far as like you can see videos, on YouTube, but you should put Klondike Kate Band if you're on Facebook, or anytime you're looking for us. Because otherwise, like I said, you'll have to like go through all the other Klondike Kate stuff, and so. But other than that, we are digitalized on like how many, like 102 different stations or something like that. I don't know. She knows more about it than I do.
Okay.
We'll put it, go to Klondike Kate Band. We've tried the websites and stuff, keeping them up. We keep our Facebook up, and you can friend us personally, and we'll keep it real, and we'll talk to you. And Brenda and me can, we'll create another Facebook profile if we need to. Go to our shows, talk to us there, spread the word. Empowerment for every last one of us. It's like human rights for all of us. All of us.
Yes.
I love you. Yes, good message.
Yes, all of us.
We need another chapter 2 of Klondike Kate on Musicians
Yes.
Hangout. You girls have a lot
Because we got to hear about some tour stories.
Yep. Stories.
I want to hear crazy shit that.
I don't know. We'll talk about those.
I come prepared. She does not. That's one thing. Like, everywhere I go, I am so prepared, like down to a corkscrew, and like a flip out table and a pop up like condo or something, or like like she's like
She's
sitting there going,
amazing on tour. Amazing. But here's the thing. We got to keep our stories PG, because
I get it, because the teacher thing.
And when you're on tour, sometimes it's not totally PG.
I understand.
Yeah, we will
see us at the show and ask us questions, and we will laugh and have a great time explaining those. I mean, Brenda and I are like, go back and forth. I'll tell you there, but when I'm live or anything recorded, it's gonna come back in my classroom, and
I get that. Yep.
Yeah, no, she gets
students even play that,
and we understand that. So, and we will accommodate, of course.
Yes, we stay PG-13 on this show because I'm a teacher. So
yeah.
Sorry, we tried not to cuss.
No, we gave up on that, like COVID.
Yeah, and we have our restrictions on YouTube as 18 and older, so we cover our bases. So, and they say it to us, don't they, Kate? I mean, they.
I hear more cussing than on a pirate ship in my class.
Oh yeah. It
as
is.
far as the drinking goes on Musicians Hangout, Musicians Hangout would like to remind you that we are dedicated to music, not to underage drinking. And to those
Right.
drinking, please drink responsibly.
Be responsible.
Drink tea.
All right, ladies, thanks again for joining us.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to take us out for the evening. Thanks to everybody joining us tonight.
Thank
And
you, everybody.
we will see you
Wait,
all
oh,
next
there we go.
week. Let's go.
Woohoo!
Now.